Welcome to our session about second quarter roadmap updates. This is Ana Bracho speaking. I'm the Beas Manufacturing Product Manager. The product vision of Beas Manufacturing is being the most comprehensive and value-adding manufacturing solution for small and medium companies. I would like to introduce our new Beas logo, which is according to an aligned image for all Boyum products. We always have on our mind quality first, fixing product bugs, and working for stability, considering new technologies and increasing our automatic test. We know how important is the user experience, and we work to improve it. And for us, your voice matters. We want to create solutions that for the most common needs. We share ideas with our partners, collecting most common needs in most common BS industry or main demand of growing industry. In the latest roadmap, we update the BS stack to include the BS service layer. The BS service layer is a new API to provide communication to the BS business object, allowing users read data or update information by REST services. Initially, we create for internal purpose, supporting the new web apps and the SIP bin location, but later will be available for our customers. In this quarter, in our product strategy is to keep the stability of the system, reinforcing even more our quality control and discovering tasks that can improve the performance of the system, especially in more complex environments or big databases. Once coordinated with B1Up, we will release the first out-of-the-box dashboard based on the BIAS information to be able to continue with the design of new ones to incorporate, for example, data of the quality control or maintenance module, or also any requests that come from you. For Boyum product integration, to have a robust suite solution, we will start working on the first phase of the integration with WMS based on the support of the BIAS WMS warehouses and the main communication between logistic and production area. We will deliver for the SIP integration supporting SAP bin location and purchase requests from SAP, and we will begin to discover how to move the item master data from BIAS to the SAP master data, making a unique place where user can have the item master data. We will continue with the language review and measures of BIAS and the corrections of pending errors related to the usability also. This is our strategy for the second quarter. Regarding to the timeline in this second quarter, we close all development in the 9.3 PL02 to provide a complete beta version, which is already available since today. And this version will be officially released for customer at the end of May. In this way, we want to allow our partner experience the new 9.3 PL02 version before install to customers. Also, in this quarter, we are going to start to work with the 9.3 PL03 version, which is going to be released in a short period of time because it's going to be end of July. For the 9.3 PL2, those were our planned features that you already can test since today in the latest version available. Let's see what we have in this PL02 version. Now we are going to support the SIP bin management at any BIAS stock transaction screen. Any screen that BIAS that refer to a warehouse can also read an SIP bin warehouse location. BIAS and SIP bin work totally different and have different logic and structure, but for a user point of view will be the same experience. It's going to be possible to define which purchase request document the system can create from the MRP. A new parameter at the configuration wizard will allow to activate or SIP purchase request or BIAS purchase request. You can select which purchase request variant will be used. The creation of the purchase request using the SIP variant works similar as the existing on Beas function. The difference is that now the SIP purchase request function is used. In other recommendation lists, the purchase request is going to show the SIP purchase request document. This 9.3 PL02 version, the system is ready to show the Beas dashboard in B1UP. This version contains the updated views that are used by those dashboard. The dashboard available in this version are the item information, which is going to show the stock availability, the quantities ordered, quantities produced, the cost average of an item, or the lot size. The other dashboard available, it is the dashboard related to the production planning. This dashboard allows to see the work order progress. We can see how many is this work order already start or not, the progress in terms of quantity or the progress in terms of time. Also, we have the detail of the operations by operation in specific work orders. Additionally, we provide 3 indicators, which is going to be work order is on time for shipping, the productivity of our plant, and the scrap rate. And the other dashboard is going to be based on resource utilization information. We can see in this resource utilization by group or utilization by resource, the utilization rate, the plan usage rate, the interruption status. Also, we show information about the interruptions. In this version, we improve and add more views to allow user to access Beas information in a simple way without any structure, data structure or relationship between tables on Beas. Additionally, we provide the views with simpler names in English, and also we provide fields that give information calculated from the actual data of the work orders. So this means that you don't need to create a complex SQL statement because you can just go directly to the Beas view. With this information, you can create your own reports in a simple way or screens with the Beas information. The other thing that we have in the PL02 is our new web apps terminal. The new web apps try to update according to the desktop terminal and also update according to the latest Beas changes, considering, for example, item version or other feature that was included in the latest years. These apps support the SIP bin warehouse, support the item version, and ES1 barcode. Additionally, we are able to process multiple batches, multiple serial numbers, and multiple lines by apps. So we don't need to select batch by batch or serial by serial. It's possible in one app, or when we are running one app, or to create a document or a transaction that we report multiple batches, multiple serial numbers, of course, add multiple lines. Also, these new web apps have a responsive design, able to adapt to several screen size, activating more information on bigger screen size. For example, like tablets or monitor, we are able to see more information if we are using, for example, a small device. The apps that we have available for this new web terminal are, for the stock movement apps, we have the item information. For the item information, we provide 3 apps. One to see the information by item. So this means that you can just search providing the item code and see the information for this item. But then also we can search by batch and serial number or search information by bin location. That's the reason we have 3 different applications. The other apps that we have for the goods receipt, good issues, stock transfer, and incoming goods, we have the possibility to work with multiple lines, and of course we have an improvement for barcode scan. In the case of the inventory counting, we provide 2 apps. One app is based in a list, in the counting list. This means that the user can select the counting list and edit directly in the counting list. But we also have another applications for counting list when the user select the counting list, but it's not going to modify directly in the counting list. It's based in a scan. The barcode is going to scan the barcode of the item and sum the new quantities to this existing list without showing the counting list to the users. It's more than the user is going to read the item code and the new quantity to include it in the counting list. For the work order, especially for the time received, we are going to consider in our new web apps the backflush process. The old web apps, you know that the time received only allowed to report the time, but are not to report the material consumption at that moment. That is something new in this time received for these new web apps. In the new web apps, we have the work order goods issues and the goods received. We work with multiple lines, and also we are able to read the barcodes. In the case of the time received, we support the backflush process, and of course we allow to batch and serial selection at that moment. Of course, also the reservation or allocation will be considered in case is available at that moment. We also have our applications for work order start and work order stop, which is exactly or is similar than the time received, but in this case we allow to start the clock or close the clock. And the other application that we are going to be available in these new web apps is going to be the attendance, which allow to report arriving or leaving for attendance module, but and also provide information, additional information of the status to the user with the reminding day for vacation, for example, or information about the hours accumulated. For users who don't have APS license, we provide the ATP function, which allow calculating the possible delivery date from the sales order or quotation. This is based on the CTP, but without considering the resource limit. We calculate in a forward way without checking time reservation, not displaying existing time reservation. This is a different with our CTP. But the CTP functionality is available only for customers that have APS. Now, you can change a number of values directly in the work order, BOM, and routing list. This helps to improve the usability to make changes in the work order structure. We allowed automatically call allocation or reservation when posting first operation. This function allows customers to allocate or reserve the raw material instead of issuing during the production process, especially when we report the first operation. In this scenario, customer can reserve the material at the first operation, but can issue the material at the last operation or use the backflush screen considering the material previously reserved. A new parameter to activate these options will be, it is available in our configuration wizard. We also review the short variant for multi-level structure, especially when an item is a sub-assembly by order, which means when our order position is created for the father, means that also our position is created for this sub-assembly. When we have a short variant in this scenario, what happened before it is that when we create the work order of the father, with the variant A, for example, also the variant of the subassembly was exactly the same variant of the father. With the new options, we allowed that the customer can combine its subassembly variants different than the father. This means that we can use a father that have a variant A with a subassembly that have a variant B. This also allows us to reuse this subassembly by order in many structures. That could be for an item that is a father that is a variant A, I use the subassembly B. For another father, the variant A is the subassembly C. This combination allow we can define the default value of the variant. This is not mandatory. This in case you don't suggest anything, we take the default, but it's possible to define this default value. In this quarter, we start to work with PL03 versions. I would like to show what is planned for this PL03 version that is going to be released in a short period of time. First of all, we are going to do for this PL03 in the allocation and reservation system, we are going to allow to create the stock transfer request. This help in the reservation or allocation system to allow to request movement from the general warehouse to the production warehouse. The other part that we are going to add for to the PL03 is a validation in the bill of material that allows a better formulation management, allowing validate the bill of material quantity based on weight or volume. Also, we are going to add in the item information, the information about the item version stock. This is going to be a new screen or a new tab in the item information to allow to see the stock information about our item versions. For Product WMS integration, which is our big task in this quarter, we are going to work to support WMS warehouses. Also, we are going to allow to call creation of the WMS picking list from Beas, because also the picking list to production is going to be possible to do it from Produmex. Beas is going to generate the SSCC from Beas production goods received. That's important because for any company that need to manage any logistic unit in a better way, you can use WMS and Beas together. In our new web apps terminal, we continue adding new applications, and the new application that we are going to include is the interruption apps to start and stop resource interruptions. We close the sales process with the pick and pack applications based on the picking list of SAP, and we also provide a stock transfer request application. In the B1 app integrations, we are going to work in an additional dashboard based in the quality control and maintenance module. We are going to provide to our users the Beas service layer, which is this new API to provide communication between Beas business object. Let's talk better about the project in the Produmex WMS and Beas integration. This is our Produmex WMS and Beas Manufacturing integration map. We are going to focus in the main communication between logistic and production. The integration with WMS is going to be by phases. In this case of these phases, it's going to be focused in this communication between logistic and production area. What we are going to do on Beas in these first phases for this PL03 version is going to support Produmex warehouse. We are going to create the picking list from Beas. Any work order transaction like a production good receipt or production good issues has to consider the additional information that is required by Produmex, like SSCC information or any batch extended information. That's important because this also is going to help our customer that need to cover the serialization. And in the case of the Produmex, they are going to create this picking to production considering the Beas work order and reservation system. In the case of our Beas service layer, this is our new API to provide these easier communications for customer. We start to use it for our new web apps and also to update Beas according to the SIP bin locations, but and also what we want is to provide this functionality also to our customers. The new Beas service layer have this communication layer to allow to communicate with many systems and also allow to communicate with business logic based on the Beas object and allow to connect to different type of data. With the new Beas service layer, we are allowed to read information or update data by REST services. This is also a faster communication to Beas because Beas don't need any external library, Beas don't need any interface, and also the Beas service layer working memory, but and also is a complete integrated with the ERP business logic. The new BSL we use as our new development standard connector, supporting all data 2, 3, 4, and any WordPress services, and also allow several formats. What we provide with this via service layer is possibility to connect to more technologies. It's available not only for Beas developers, even for our customers. Your voice is important for us. We design solutions for people. Please visit our community and collaborate with product suggestions and vote for the features requests that you most like. Anything related to the Beas or any Boyum product, it is available in the boyum-solution.com. That's roadmap. And you can download there the latest update of our roadmap.